Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moore to the air. Close to the marker, it's Moore. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Moore. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and we saw that right there.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
And it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Heading toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Hand off to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in this conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Hoosiers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The Hoosiers are flying down the field. They'll run it to the right side. Oh, he's got a chance. Racing to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Indiana. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gresham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Moore will throw. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hughes. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. To the air on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Motion from the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Now, this Hoosier defense had a complete 180. They went from 101st in points allowed to 6th in just 1 year's time, thanks to new scheme, new staff, new players. David, how rare is a turnaround like this?
It's extremely rare, but the system was good because the coach came with them, right? They brought a bunch of guys from JMU, and Kamara, having a guy that was top 5 in the Big Ten in sacks right away, that they played the run, they were physical, they played hard, they played beyond expectations. Looking forward to this season now.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the 1st? That's huge.
Going over the top. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
Complete to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Give to the fullback. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. They're going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
Running back searching for a hole. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle. It's Hemby. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in down the sideline. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The offense has it first and 10 from the 42. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's a first and 10 from the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's caught. It's Stewart. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. The give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Let's go! Reads it, fires complete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking... A long ways down at the 38. on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cooper. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quick handoff. Picks up the first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Stadium this size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Quickly complete. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Tight end getting vertical. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's looking to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Big guy smells it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Indiana! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Going up top. Snags it inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to do it on the ground. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. With the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Indiana, 21.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Mendoza. Bringing the heat. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. The Hoosiers get enough for the 1st down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood, listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today. And, friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 31 to ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Moore will throw. Snagged out of the air. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. It's complete. Touchdown. They move on top here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Finds his man. It's Cooper. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught near the sticks. It's Morris. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Hoosiers are on the move. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Indiana.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Rushes on him. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll run play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got some room to run.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. You sort of think that over the years you get